Good morning, students. In this class, we will discuss on iterative methods for the solution of nonlinear equations. As we know that power equation is nonlinear equation. As we know that power flow equation are nonlinear equations So the solution of these equations is possible by using iterative methods. So the solution of these equations is obtained from iterative methods. Iterative methods means in these methods initial value is selected by us and then we process for next step. So there are some methods for the solution of nonlinear equations. First is Gauss-Seidel method. Second is Newton-Raphson method. And third is fast decoupled method. These are the three methods with the help of which we can solve the nonlinear equations. So now first we discuss about Gauss-Seidel method. First we discuss about Gauss-Seidel method. Gauss-Seidel. Let there are n number of buses. In the power system. One bus is slack bus and other buses are PQ buses or load buses. We know that at slack bus voltage and angle del, rotor angle del is specified. And for other buses we assume V is equal to V1, V2, V3 dot dot Vn minus 1 and delta is equal to del I1, del 1, del 2, del 3, del 4 dot del n minus 1. So in this way, first of all, we select total number of buses are n in our power system. One bus is slack bus, and at slack bus, voltage and angle are specified. Other buses are load buses or PQ buses, at which voltage is specified as V1, V2, V3 dot dot Vn minus, and angle del is equal to del 1, del 2, del 3 dot del n minus 1. Now we assume that at ith bus, let me take an ith bus at which power is equal to power S is equal to Pi minus jqi is equal to Vi conjugate into Ii. So this is the power equation at ith bus. So Ii is equal to current at ith bus, or current injected to the ith bus is equal to Pi minus jqi divided by Vi conjugate. Since in our power system we have considered one bus is slack bus, so now the voltage at I bus is equal to next is voltage equation at ith bus. Vi is equal to 1 upon Yii cos theta, and it is equal to Pi minus jqi, or we can write I minus sigma Yik Vk, where k not equal to I, k is equal to 1 to n kV. So this is the voltage equation at bus number I, and this equation is nonlinear equation. So we can write Vi is equal to 1 upon Yii Pi minus jqi divided by Vi conjugate minus sigma k not equal to 1, not equal to I, and 2k is equal to 1, k is equal to 1 to n kV, Yik Vk. So in this way, voltage at bus number I is equal to 1 upon admittance at this bus cos power divided by voltage conjugate minus, this is the voltage at other current at injected from other buses. In this way, this procedure is continued for all buses. Now, for bus number 1, for bus number 2, bus number 3, dot bus number n minus 1. we can write in this way. In this way, we can find voltage equations at all the buses. After that, we get number of voltage equations. Now, these voltage equations can be solved with the help of Gauss-Seidel method. So we can say the process is continued till error is less. So this process is continued till VIR plus 1 minus VI is less than equal to error. So error should be minimum and it should be of the order of 0.0001. So now the advantage of Gauss-Seidel method are: first is simplicity. Advantage of Gauss-Seidel method are: first is simplicity. So in next term we write advantage. Advantage of Gauss-Seidel method. First is simplicity. It is very simple. So we can write simplicity of technique. Second is number of iterations. So small computer memory required. Second is small computer memory required. And third is time per iteration is very less. You can say less time per iteration. So advantage of Gauss-Seidel methods are: first is simplicity of technique, means this is very simple method. Second is small computer memory required, and third is less computational time per iteration. Now there are some disadvantages also. Next is disadvantage. Disadvantage of Gauss-Seidel method. Disadvantage of Gauss-Seidel method. So first is slow rate of convergence. Slow rate of convergence. Slow rate of convergence because all equations are lengthy. Second is larger number of iterations. Larger number of iterations means in this method number of iterations are more. And third is number of iterations directly proportional to number of buses. We can say number of iteration depends on the number of buses. So third is number of iterations directly proportional to number of buses means number of iterations increase as number of bus increase in the system. And last is effect on convergence due to choice of slack bus. Effect on convergence is for effect on convergence due to choice of slack bus. It means it will depend, convergence also depends on the choice of slack bus, because in our power system there are number of buses and we can select one bus as a slack bus. So because number of iterations are very large, so this method is applicable for small power systems. So we can write this method is applicable for, or we can say this method is used for small power systems. Where number of buses are less. So these are the disadvantages of Gauss-Seidel method. Disadvantage includes number of iterations, number of computer memory required, and computational time. So on the basis of these all effects, we decide this method for small power systems where number of buses are very less. So in this way, we have discussed about Gauss-Seidel method for iterative process. So in this method, first of all, we calculate voltage at each bus. After that, we solve these equations and we can find voltage, angle, power at each bus. So thank you for today's class.